Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Thomas. This is Tano's Team, and welcome back to this Eastern Empire Rebels campaign. You join me as Lucius Civilis joins our lovely brigade of pagan warriors. But you won't notice here that Ctesiphon has rebelled utter madness. This chap here, Glycerius Frontius, thinks he can lead a revolt. No. The Eastern Empire are gone, sir. Well, pretty much gone. There's still a tiny bit left. There's 2 cities left, in case you've forgotten. Yes, but they do have mainly it's a bit of an odd army, isn't it, really? Camels and a few ballista. They're actually on 30 public order, so I can probably leave it 2 turns and they'll just revert back to me. So I might just see if that happens for a moment or two. I don't think it will flip if it's under siege, but you never know, do you? You never know. Let's go and stand on the bridge. We'll just hang around for a little while. Crispus will just wait for his little revolt to swing back to us once more. I think that's quite likely to happen. Now, what else is going on? Oh yes, the horses were chasing after this lad, and yes, Demartha's down there. Still this force over here. Of course, that was your job, wasn't it? So yes, we're chasing after the few forces that are left. Demartha, we'll just get you under siege. Marvellous. Get ourselves a few rams. And we are sending some infantry down just to be able to actually crack open the walls. That is perfect. Right, let's just give ourselves a reminder. Nothing in this kind of area here. And up to the north, they're largely cleared out. We're almost done with that temple, which should at least solve our taxes problems. I don't think it will, actually. I think there's a good chance of revolt there as well, actually. It's an interesting one, isn't it? It's an interesting one indeed. You know what? I'm going to send these generals back, actually, because I wouldn't mind them helping out with the conversion in the city back here. These guys are plenty good enough to go and crack into Frostbar. I think they can do the job. We've got Julius the Killer over here. You can have a go at that faction there, 17%, and unfortunately not. It's unfortunate, but nonetheless, we've got a spy in there. The gates are open. That is just glorious. Let's just auto-resolve that one, because Frostbar is the most interesting place of all time. Exterminate the population. That is ideal, isn't it? Hear them scream. There we go. It's the scream of people who don't believe in the glorious paganism that we bring. So get rid of the Zoroastrian temple. By the way, yes, holding on to these towns is going to be a lot harder, I think, because they're much more deeply ingrained as being Zoroastrian than any of our towns. But nonetheless, we can, we can try. We can try. We can only hope. Yeah, I'd rather our tax to hold for now at the very least, because I could actually really do with having this one convert. It might well swing my way with the added conversion bonus. He's really focused on that. Yeah, now it's up to 30, which should have a much better chance of maintaining order there. Catais has actually largely converted, so at least that's a strong influence over the border. Just increase that. Actually, no, there's not much point to that. Get some basic land clearance, to be honest. Very much worthwhile. Frostbar's likewise getting its temple. And Hatra, we are getting to Hatra. We have a force over here. Put them under siege. Honestly, it's not a great force we've got here. But nonetheless, it should be plenty to take out of that town. Won't be especially hard, I wouldn't have thought. Otherwise, we've got ourselves a bit of money again, which is just grand. Public order's a bit dicey, if only because we're just very stretched. We've obviously built this empire very quickly, and yes, there's a lot of terrible infrastructure going on, so I really need to be building it up more. But to be honest, I'm just largely pouncing forward at the enemy, which is obviously the Empire. So we've got the killer there, who's obviously terrible. You try and get in there. Did the job. 65%. It's not very good at all, is it? Now you, sir, you don't have much chance against the faction leader. You do have an awful Temple of Mithras, though, so I don't really want to be destroying that. No. What I wouldn't mind doing is have another go at the faction there. Then it's only 7%, but you never know. But you do know when it's 7%, they're probably not going to do it. So we kind of lost our skill, haven't we, in terms of doing that? One of our diplomats. Oh no! He didn't quite make it to the Frankish capital, probably because I kept forgetting about him. Yes, that is indeed the revolt at Ctesiphon. Wherever life ends, that's what we just saw, wasn't it? How deeply, deeply sad. How deeply sad indeed. So, today, what are we going to do then? Well, we are very much looking to take on the Eastern Empire. Now, I don't really like them in this entrenched position. They're a bit too strong for my liking. Yeah, I kind of would like to get to the bridge, if anything, but then again, it's a different tide, isn't it? It's not like attacking Venice in Medieval 2. I might just hang out here just a little bit longer. I wouldn't mind baiting them into an attack. Yeah, maybe I'm just going to get a few more, just change the makeup of this force slightly. Maybe if I have slightly different force, perhaps they'll give us a go. Perhaps so. Let's have an archer there. We don't like any more spearmen. I suppose I've got plenty of infantry, really, don't I? I don't know. I don't know what's going to draw them in. You know, let's just leave it as that. That hasn't really changed the balance of power at all. But we'll see if we tempt them in. I wouldn't mind some more archers. We did discuss that last time. Constantinople has dealt with its plague problem. And we will honour Mithras as a result, albeit we'll probably get a dockyard because that's more money. And really, that's what we need right now. Over here, and get ourselves a sewer, prevent a similar problem there. Athens, we're getting the silly message come up again. But we'll just leave that for now. Ephesus definitely needs a build-up. And over there too. Yeah, some of these towns are just woefully underdeveloped, aren't they? It's quite spectacular how undeveloped things are, but I suppose that's just to represent the centuries of underinvestment in the infrastructure, which, yes, very much needs to be dealt with at this point. So we're a bit low on money, but at least we're getting a few building projects going, because I don't like to leave it too many turns without. It doesn't feel very efficient now, does it? Alexandria definitely doesn't have anything going on, but I probably can't afford it. They're not worth me actually bothering with. And otherwise, it's probably already set up, isn't it? Indeed, it largely is. Right, well, we better mop around the map for now. We've got a Hatra under siege. We have got Fraspark captured, albeit not sure for how long. He did not make it into the town. Not surprising, that was a very low chance of success. But we'll go have a little look at Arsacia anyway. Faction leader there, that might well be one of the last faction there. I think it might be the last two, but we said this before, and it didn't really turn out that way. Annoyingly, we're having more and more problems with these civil revolts. Yes, so not only has pagan, indeed. Not only has this revolted, but I think we lost the whole army and the generals, actually, haven't we? What has happened here? We've still got Publius Quintilius, but the other chap has left us, I think. I'm very confused as to what's just happened. Alright, you swing around here. You come and join him. And to be honest, I'll probably just send all the cavalry as... Oh, they're quite depleted, aren't they? Well, let's just send all the cavalry to come and join you, sir. And we'll hire up some more men. Well, that didn't go particularly to plan now, did it? So let's put our Artex back under siege. They'll probably just attack us with that other army right there. No captain in there. There he is, Lucius Civilis. The absolute fiend. Look at that drugged eyes. He's been hypnotised by the evil, evil empire, hasn't he? Well, on the plus side, at least gives us a bit of time to turn things around over here. So, this place will rebel next turn as well. Yeah, this is the problem when you start entering this part of the world. The religious pressure is so high, and because I'm trying to smash into these very quickly, I'm not getting the conversion that I would like. See, when you play as the Western Empire, I can't remember which character it is. One of them has the most ridiculous set of traits for conversion. You just walk in a settlement and it flips 50% straight away. It's amazing. I don't really have any characters quite like that here. I wouldn't mind chasing down this guy, taking him out. Fine, we'll get on with that momentarily, and then I can at least start walking my man into my chaps into Ctesiphon region of Babylon, and that way I can at least sort of chase them down a little bit. And in the meantime, I can of course sort of start to convert it a little bit more, which would be ideal. You are 5% now. That's going to flip back to me. I'm honestly happy just leaving that. And the killer can head over here. And 10% chance. You know what? We'll give that a go. We'll give it a go after we've taken out the factionaire, I think. That would be ideal. Traitor to our people. Yes, indeed. Lucius Civilis. The worst. The worst of it. He's a pagan who has turned his back on the cause. Cannot accept that. He's going to have to die a painful death when it comes to the battle. Marriage celebration. Foucas, for want of a more dodgy pronunciation, Maxentius has got himself married. He lives on Salamis, living a very lovely life with all of the dyes in the world. Yes, soon we will don the purple, and all these dyes are set up ready for the job, because we will, of course, turn into the very purple that is the Eastern Empire once we've got rid of the current regime. Now, we've got enough to win this. That's not a problem, he says. Should have enough. I'm sure I have enough to hold this, though. That's a slight bit more of an issue. But we'll do our best nonetheless. We'll send him in now. He can get in this time. Only 80%. Yeah. Now, did I actually have a... Yeah, the assassin is still there. That's fine. I thought I'd lost Julianus then. Diplomatic information. Anything interesting going on? Allies, Eastern Empire, and the Berbers. And they declared a ceasefire. Alright. Right, so there's another marriage here. This chap over here has got married. Lovely. Get yourself another infantry, sir. Good to hear about all these people getting married. Trait increase for Leodidius. Not too shabby, and a lot of retraining and a few shrines. Sidon has itself a new governor's palace, which is grand, but no one actually lives there. We do need to get that sorted out. So, what should we be getting? Probably some actual troops first and foremost. Let's get a temple to Mithras. Of course, that's what we all need in life. So, I think it's time to head into a nice early battle here and smash this lad. Tax Maspada. He can go down and at least clear out one more influence of Zoroastrianism. Let's go. Camels are coming into our cav, so we're shooting them in the back and we're going to hit them in the flank with our lovely, lovely general over there. So that should clear them out without too much problem. Yep, they are gone, which is really what we wanted to see. These lads, can you just charge at those levy spearmen, clear them out? Mountain slingers can go down pretty imminently too. And you lads can kind of stay in the position you are. We just want to deal with this general last, really, and just try and swarm him as much power as possible. Just shoot down, yeah, all of those chaps. All of them, please. Please just mop up that lad. With only the general left then, I think we should be able to win this, but these guys are, yeah, they are quite weak, all things considered, aren't they? Let's just charge him down. We should be quicker than him with those lads, let alone our horse archers. These guys can at least try and trap them in, because that seemed to be the runaway order there, didn't it? Absolutely it did. You guys start chasing them down as well. These guys should be able to just pin them for long enough. Perfect. And then everyone else will be able to catch up, hopefully. As long as they don't rout. Yeah, just catch them in a melee and everyone else will be able to pile in. Equite are coming. General, can you just try and swing out here? Because you could do some good damage. You can catch them out of position. Blow the Horn of Destiny. Lovely. And if you can now swing in. The general's now at the front, which probably isn't the best idea. But it's all fine. We're going to chop down this lad. I don't think we'll have too many problems. One or two lads are running away. But by and large, we have him chopped down now. Oh, I do love the fact that they have their marvellous... Ooh, that was a skull cruncher for that horse. Oh dear. Yeah, but he's running now. He is out of the battle and we should have him completely surrounded. Factionaire waiting to be taken out at this point, and he's gone. And he's gone. I'm not sure they'll be amazed, but they'll at least be happy. That's one less of these lads here. 50% lost, and it's probably almost entirely down to that general unit. But, job done. Great empires are not maintained by timidity. Well, indeed, this is far from timid. I can say that much, sir. Now, the problem is we've got a river here, and we apparently can't consider any way that we could possibly cross it. So, I think it's time for you to head round there. And you can't quite catch this chap up, unfortunately. It shouldn't matter, though. As long as we can take out the lad over here in Alsacia, we'll be absolutely fine. Unfortunately, they do have a few units, and we are having huge problems with public order. Now, Catace, you can get a few troops. I wouldn't mind you mobilising a few. See, public order isn't that good here still. We have not built up the infrastructure, and that is slightly problematic. Yes, indeed it is. Well, let's remind ourselves what's going on over here. So he's now over there, the faction leader. God knows what he's trying to do, or what he's trying to pull. I wouldn't mind sending a detachment after him, though, if he's going to run off by himself. I'm a bit short on generals over here, though, aren't I? Yes, I may have made a mistake of not sending more of them this way. Albeit I never really had any in this area anyway, apart from that Christian chap who went down eventually. Yes. Right, well, I think it's time to start moving in. I'm just going to move to there, first of all. And then I'm going to move slightly further on. Block the bridge, first and foremost. I can send a detachment over here if I'd like to. These guys can stand on that bridge for now. And we can kind of work from there, I think. He's only 14%. There's no chance of killing any of these guys, is there? It's just kind of pointless waste of time trying to kill them at this point. Alright, well, we'll keep moving on in that sort of area of the world. Constantinople we could really do with a unit or two. Just get some plum lads. Just keep the unit count up, because you never know when hordes might be appearing. Albeit it looks quite calm at the moment. The Lombardi are a bit all over the place, aren't they? Yes, interesting. They might have got moved out of their home, or they might have just been shoved further south. I don't really know what's happened. Either way, we can concentrate on our bit of the Empire right now. And Maximus Cincinnatus is just chasing after that lad whilst we put siege to Demarfa. That'll go in 3 turns. The reinforcements will arrive before then. So this one still hasn't rebelled. 0% at this point. If any luck, it is turning from Sassanid, from Zoroastrian to Pagan, but don't know. I don't know for sure. Now, this area here, I think we best just head in at this point, because at least we can start to change the regions around. So we'll just march in there, exterminate that as well. That is not very happy. What am I going to do this time? How much difference will that make if I get rid of that? Quite a lot, actually, but I need to get rid of it. Let's get Sol Invictus. Let's get that sorted. Otherwise, we're just going to heal up and see... Yeah, let's at least get some committed tenses for a couple of turns. That'll at least try and help. Now that we've got more pagan settlements around, that should start to have... Well, as we get more pagan settlements around, it will obviously have a knock-on effect. Might have to deal with a few turns of them rebelling back and forth. So they want to take us on over here, and they have actually found another general. Don't know where this one came from. Didn't know he was actually alive. He's a family member though, so they are obviously getting family members from somewhere still. I had a few hidden around. Now we just have the advantage in this battle full stop really. The only thing they do have is have a bit of horse archery. We don't, but we do at least have some normal archers, which will at least be something. But these probably have better range. No, they don't have the long range, so we are absolutely fine. Right, let's head into this battle then. This family member looks very basic, other than a Zoroastrian, so we will be able to take him out. Let's go. We seem to have ourselves in a lovely position on this hill then, and they are now going to approach us. Very much works in our favour, I would suggest. To keep 2 lads with the javelins back, just for the general, in case we want them at a later point. We are in general, though, in a pretty good position to just smash into whoever comes to attack us. These lads might as well pull out to that flank just to help support. Yeah, they're exposed over their concerned flank, so they should be. General is coming in here, throw in some javelins, and we can try and clear him out. They are fleeing already. Send the camels over to that side. They are pushing through them, aren't they? But it's fine. We've got the spearmen there to try and deal with that general. Lovely. Levy's spearmen can get smashed into by that flank over there. That would be perfect. Now, camels. Camels. Horse archers. You 2 lads get over here. Camels run down the hill, deal with their slingers. General, can you just come in and try and clear off this lad, because he's getting annoying now. There we go. Add a bit of power into the battle there. Blow the Horn of Destiny, just to make sure that we are in a generally sensible position. There's one horse there trying to fight, but it's not going too well. We're actually being pushed back very badly on this front over here. Oh, days, that's very bad. Extra Limitane, get across. Get across there. Yep. That's fine, we can... Is that him? Yes, that was him. Right, I think we just caught him. All missiles in on the Climinari. That's perfect. And actually, we now can wrap our infantry across the line. I didn't actually realise these two over here weren't really doing anything. Those cavalry archers might as well get into them. And the general can just chase those lads down. That's fine. We are shooting them with our missiles troops, but in general, we just need to make sure that we mop them up. Right, I think we pretty much cleared off this battle. Bit of a worry for a moment there, because they were sort of very much smashing up one line. But yeah, we won the other side so convincingly there was no issue, or they committed so much to one side. As soon as the general was gone, that was it. It was all over for them. Right, general, I think we are still getting shot by our own men. But that aside, I don't really mind, because we're going to clear out these Climinari. They are incredibly dangerous, as we always find. It's the only thing that really threatens us when we face the Sassanids. Get his javelin men. I'd rather kill one more of these lads if we can. Yeah, we got one more of them. That is ideal. The Immortal. Oh, he's got away. Didn't. Oh no, that's fine. We already killed him. I forgot about that. I'm really clever, lads. I'm really, really clever. But we will smash into these lads. We'll see how much we can do. And a bit of damage to them. All units come and deal with these guys because they're not quite dead yet. His Livy Spearman just about got away. Didn't mean for that to happen. But then I did lack cav. I had some of my camels over on that flank mopping things up. So never quite got the chance to take out as much as I wanted, but we've largely done the job, haven't we? Catch you back on the campaign map. Victory indeed. Ah, oh yes, this is the battle I was expecting. With, oh, the rebellious Lucius Civilis himself. One absolute fiend. Yeah, so he's a pagan. Good ambusher being the wars is annoying, isn't it? We're going to have to take him out. But probably his Quintilius can go and take him out himself. This will be a magnificent day if we can pull this off. It is 1-to-1. And they do have a decent amount of forces. We've been attacked in the rear here with the general coming out of the city. So we can possibly catch him as he enters the battlefield. I say that, it's a bit of an awkward angle. I never quite... It'll be hard to figure out exactly where he's going to emerge, but we might be able to catch him. But equally much better to take out these lads without too many problems. Let's go into battle and we'll see what we can do. Right, okay, as you might expect, they've come around about the road. Sometimes it's a bit more straight on, so I've got myself a little bit up the hill here. But what I'm going to do then is get my lads lined up in that position there. Cav, if you can swing over there, that would be ideal. Likewise, the archer Cav. Some of you get yourself there. Some of you swing all the way over there. My lad over here himself, he needs to get himself into that kind of position. In fact, all of them can be running. Meanwhile, the forces over here, your job is just to skirmish and be as awkward as possible. I say that there are a few cav there. You two can stay there. But actually the rest of them, yep, the rest of you, just run over here and skirmish them, please. That would be ideal. All infantry onto javelins. Oh yes, sweet, sweet, juicy, bloody revenge. It's going to be grand. It's going to be magnificent. Now we just need to make sure we get ourselves into a good position here. I'm going to throw in all my javelins straight away because what I want to clear out these guys. I don't want to wish them all. Yep, throw them in at that lad. He's going to run into battle with us, is he? I'm going to get my cav straight into their flank right away. Oh yes, there he is. There's the traitor. Get him in there, lads, straight away, and send in the general too. You guys get in the flank there. Cav, mop up those lads. You, Cav, mop up those guys. We're going to get in there. We need to clear him out. The rebellious little swine. He's not even... I mean, how do you rebel against the rebellion? What does that even make you at that point? It's just a disgrace. Just a disgrace. But we've got him royally trapped. Yep. Oh, he's gonna flee, is he? He's going to flee. Oh, look at that little pathetic man. Look at that. We didn't quite catch him. Did not quite catch him. I thought that might happen. Thought that might happen indeed. Well, let's watch him run. Let's watch him run. The arrows are still shooting at him, mind you. Might happen to catch him. Unlikely. Oh, he got away, which is slightly sad. Slightly sad indeed. Well, infantry, get yourself up to this hill. No need to run about it, to be honest. You've probably got tons of time. And we'll send in our horse archers over here to assist with the general annoyance tactics that is going on over there. In general, mind you, how are we doing? Yeah, maybe swing in that direction. You swing in that direction. And we'll just send one unit to go and mop up those lads. In general, right now, we're just going to shoot into the pack and clear out the rest of these fiends. Right, charging into the last few lads then. Yeah, they are cleared out. No real problems here. A few men to mop up, but in general, they have just been annihilated. Odd unit got caught out because they do have the thing on skirmish mode, but they get caught in javelin range. So they throw their javelins. We sometimes have a problem. But not really a problem here. We're just going to kill out the last few. Unfortunately, the only survivor of the battle was that fiend himself, who unfortunately, yes, Lucius Civilis, has made it out of the battle. So unfortunately, he'll still be around. But otherwise we are there and ready. Right, they're going to take us on the bridge, but they're going to take us on with our reinforcement force. That is interesting, isn't it? Well, I'm not sure we'll win this one, but we'll certainly be able to do some good damage. I don't have any archers because they're in the other army. Ridiculous. We have some hippos, yeah, and some Alanis as well. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, we'll just see how much damage we can cause because we don't have a general here. So let's head in and let's see if we're ready to withdraw if the right situation happens. I am thoroughly not expecting to win this battle. What I am hoping, though, is that I can cause a bit of damage to them in the meantime and kind of, I don't know, cause them enough trouble. It's only pulled away the main forces so that I can have the battle I want to at Sirmium. Archers just crossing the water straight away. It's Eastern archers who are more the trouble, actually, that I'm worried about. Now, we've got some Nematane and some Savetanari mercenaries at the front here, but they do have experience, so they should be right. Also got the Scutiari otherwise. Make them a little bit tighter in. That'd be ideal. We've actually got this guy as the general with the Plumbitari, so yeah, he's going to hang out in that position. What I want to do is have the Lanciari in a kind of general position at the front here for anyone who tries to cross, just to get blocked off so that our horse archers can just continue to do their good work. Just going to pull back a tiny bit. That would be ideal. Archers, for some reason, are obsessed with crossing over. So we'll just bring all of our lads forward. That would very much suit me, I think. They're getting themselves into an organised position. All infantry on to throw javelins, I think. They haven't got a general in this army either, so both got an interesting situation. Don't throw your javelins, actually. I'll tell you when to throw them. It's no waste of your time if you carry on. But I wouldn't mind you shooting the Eastern archers at this point because they're a little bit vulnerable. Right, let's just see how long it takes them to bother attacking us. They are heading across the water, and most of them, yeah, are literally just heading across the water. All infantry, onto javelin throws. Particularly focus on these lads at the front, please. Yeah, lovely. Right, javelins coming in and clearing out quite a lot of them nice and early. They are routing straight away, which is what we wanted to see. These guys are getting some javelins into the water. I'm not sure that's actually a particularly useful plan, but I'll take it, I suppose. Eastern archers should be getting shot by our archers, which at least does some good damage. And I think in a good position here at the start. Yeah, 3 to 24%. That is just glorious. In general, we're doing a good job, and I'm glad I've got these extra spearmen at the front here. I do find it's annoying for my archers when they get intercepted. It should, yeah, they're shaken, but not too bad in general. Blow the horn. Just make sure everyone seems happy with what they are doing in this battle. Yeah, it's Illuminati starting to get involved just a little bit. A bit of an odd angle there, but I can't complain about that too much. Steady, but we can keep on going for the moment. Can you aim at someone who's maybe wavering or shaken? Yeah. Get a javelin throw in or two, lads. See if you can make a difference here. Just delete on this. And I was too late. I'm always too late with pressing delete to follow it there. Right, you guys, hold on. Yep, they're broken. Perfect. Archers can continue doing their good job. You, sir, can you just shoot into someone here? Just get a bit of a closer one. They're doing a lot better over here. Send in our cav. Send in our cav. They can help out against these guys. Might just make a difference. That caused a rout there. Perfect. Equity Auxilia. You come over here. See if you can poke at them. Yes! We converted them. No, we managed to rout them. Alright, that is good. That is good. That's what I want to see. Morale will be getting low now as they continue to go on in this battle. We just need to break the main bit here. Just need to break this bit at the front. Now, the general has started getting himself a little bit more involved. Archers, can you start shooting to these guys as well? Anyone shaken? Not sure. Now you lads, see if you can just start to get a bit of a flanking as well. We might be able to cause a bit more chaos over here by just getting a bit more of a surround. Maybe. Oh, they've climbed up onto the side of the bridge. I didn't know they could do that. You guys also do that. Join the melee. And maybe the extra surrounding power can do the damage that we're looking for. Lovely. You guys just need to hold on that position. You lads help them out. No, they've already been sorted out. You guys head into the battle. Have a bit of a charge. It's not really going to do too much. But yes, there we are. We've got the route. We've got the route. Right, you guys all just charge forward and run into those lads. Clear them out now while their morale is low. Let's just get the charge going. Run across the bridge and force this battle to finish. It'd be marvellous if we could actually win this particular battle as well. As we head across the bridge, one unit is... Yes, I think it's headed back as well now. I think they're all heading back. Everyone just keep on pushing that way. Cav, you do it too. They're going to cross the water, aren't they? Whatever, do what you like, honestly. You guys head across the archers. You guys get to them. Yeah, everyone now run across and charge them down. We've won. We've won. Lovely.
The enemy's hearts are full of fear and now they flee.
Alright, all the cav need to really get pushing on because I have way too much... Was that their general? That was their general drowning this time. It's fine. It wasn't my general on this occasion. That did definitely happen on the last campaign, didn't it? Right, and here come the horses. Horses are now making it forward, which is just what we need to see. Really plough forward and get as much of this as you can, lads, because they're getting very near the edge of this battlefield already, I think. Yes, indeed they are. Yeah, we are chopping most of them down. Let's just make sure my infantry all have a target, which is going to be those committed tenses. Although I can probably send the odd lad to swing across to one side or the other. Yeah, horse archers have caught them. You guys swing across and just see if you can mop up the rest of those lads. We've got them. Yeah, we should, largely speaking, have this done now. You swing over here and we're just going to mop them up. We should have most of them here, ladies and gentlemen. Not too many are going to escape from this battle, which is kind of pretty ideal, all things considered. You come and get those infantry, and these guys can swing across because now they seem to have got a bit flummoxed by our manoeuvre. This is a moment of triumph indeed. 94% killed, so there should be literally none left. Only 65 actually escaped anyway. That is a pretty darn important victory. Bella horrida bella. No, sir, this is not a horrid war. This is a marvellous war. We've almost completed it, albeit there are a couple people to take out after the revolt. Why is this place not revolted to us? It's got like no public order at all. How are they holding on? Ridiculous. We'll give it one more go and then we'll put them under siege. Most advanced faction is us. The strongest faction is us. And diplomatic information, the Berbers are back at war, so are the Saxons. Breaking their alliance. Eastern Empire and the Sassanids are now allies. Wow, that's not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting at all. Well, we need to go crack in there, but we need to chop them down personally, I think. Bit of a duel. Right, we'll give them one more go, I think. But they are getting damaged just from the actual rioting. As long as there's the pagan temple, it should be converting very slowly. I'm going to send you over the border. Lovely. And you can come at least help convert it. Over here, there's not a lot left of the force. Yeah, that's just a few lads who survived that last encounter. We do have, though, these guys. No, it's not having it. Not having it whatsoever. But that's not actually a problem, is it? Now, I do wonder, is there anyone up here nowadays? I might have spawned someone. Nope. Nope, we're looking good for that. Fast Spar has managed to hold on so far, which means it will get up to the next level of Temple, which is ideal, all things considered. I am looking for that to reach the next level, which should put us at the position where we can maintain control over it. We should have more bordering regions that are now influencing it 20% to 5%. So we've got 50% turnover there, which is ideal. Now, Alexandria, obviously, not Alexandria, Artaxta will be going down very imminently, but yes, well, I just sent someone into a horrible position there, I think. Yes, so we survived the battle pretty well, I think. But I wouldn't mind clearing you off. Now, I think I'm just going to send a couple of my horse archers along some equity. Is that enough to take out the faction? Probably should be, you know, but I never quite trust anything to do that. You know, we'll send one more unit of cav, and we will get them surrounded. These guys have been put under siege. Only actually stone walls. Particularly impressive, is it? No, it's not. But we've got them under siege, and we've got the reinforcements as well in this direction. Just stay on the bridge, actually. I don't think there's anyone coming, but you never know. It's always good to have the backup sorted out. But it can at least come back over here. Look at the trade out of Ephesus. That is just magnificent. I wish I had a watchtower over here. Would be nice, wouldn't it? We'll use a peasant for now. Come on, Mr. Peasant. You stand over here. Be our watchtower. That's just like this cavalryman over this area. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Now, Hatra, how are you getting on with your conversion? You're not doing too bad, actually. Doing too badly. You are 45, which is much better than in general. 22% paganism. Yeah, we got a lot more borders with Hatra. So yeah, Assyria will convert a lot more speedily than most. Now, Sidon is at least a bit happier at last and go off onto yearly games now, and that will at least be fairly settled. And get one more Limitane, and Jerusalem really could do with some extra troops because I've just been sending them out of there for ages. Matari would be grand. Never know when you need some more of them. And we've still got Radiant Protectors over here. Let's just check in with Cyrene because just make sure I don't miss out on anything. I forgot to use my assassin over on the assassinist, didn't I? It's a bit annoying. Let's just make sure they've got no barracks coming in anytime soon. Lovely, success for you. A bit wasted over here, to be honest. I really need to give you a better job. I need to get a boat to you first. Probably what I should do. Maybe I'll do that in Cadonia. Get ourselves a lovely boat, and we'll send you over to the Western Empire. Start doing some good work against them. Now, I did promise an assassination attempt, so let's have a go at this 10%. And he's not dead, sir. You lie. You lie. But as far as I can tell, there aren't really any more of your generals around. So I think that it might just be him at this point. Not 100% sure about that, but it seems to be the case. Right, well, over to our attacks to them. We need to head in and clear off dear rebellious friend here. You don't actually understand what the anarchy is about, do you, sir? No, no, you don't. But we're going to head in and we're going to crack your walls and finish off this silly little poxy rebellion against who should be the rebels. But that's us. Time to get on with this then, and luckily these walls are a bit terrible. There's a clear gap here, and there's also a clear gap over here. Now they do have, I think, 2 infantry and 5 archers. I don't know where they are. Some of them are here. Oh yes, their Lanciari have climbed off the walls, and yes, our dear fiend himself is running back to the plaza, where I assume is where their archers are stationed. Woohoo! Oh yes, they're going to destroy the world with that. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to cut straight to the plaza with this one. I do admire these two lads here, standing right by the gate. They're just in a good position, actually, because these guys can't quite fit their javelins into them. They've done surprisingly well, actually, out of this. But all things considered, it's not going to go well for very long, especially when I send my general charging through the gate. This should be fun, shouldn't it? Yes, you're not going to enjoy this, sir. You're not going to enjoy it at all. Let's see how they do. Is it going to go well for them? No. Steve got smashed over. Jeffrey is now running away. Oh no, don't javelin us! Don't javelin your general, sir. You fools. Save it for the other guy. Save it for the other guy. Right, all infantry. Head in. He's running back. So sadly, we're not going to pull him into an early engagement. I think it's only fair the generals take themselves out, so they take each other out, that is. So I'm just sending my archers to go and clear out their archers. That is absolutely grand. And now I think what we're going to do is we're going to send our lovely chap here to go and face them 1v1. That is the only way we can do this, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is only fair. So I'm just going to bring my general over to this sort of position here. You can run around because I can't bother to wait. Thank you very much, sir. So let's slow this down to double speed. We'll swing him over here only because you get a weird height thing as you enter the plaza, which slows you down. So now we're going to swing into him, and this is it. It is old friends, now enemies. Can we take him out? I hope so. Yes. Let's take out this absolute fiend. Devilish fiend. He done the purple too soon, sir. The job was not done. We're going to take you out. Double that speed. How are we doing? 25 versus 12. 24. A few of our javelins hurt us earlier, which is a slight problem. 19 to 12. Oh no! We might lose this actually. It's not going too well. Oh, we'll keep on fighting. We are still here. We're getting stabbed at the moment, but we ignore that problem. Stabby, stabby. Pokey, pokey. Stabby, stabby. Down to 11, 15. We are really not doing very well in this engagement, are we? But we can continue the good fight. No! No! The noble cause! Well, that is quite sad, isn't it? And they have fled the battle. Well, you might be a traitorous fool, but you are at least tough, I will give you that much. But can you stand up to this? No, I don't think you will be able to. No, no, no. Well, we're just going to start shooting them now because, frankly, they were incredibly rude. But I will send the bodyguard to go and finish off the job they started. I think it's only fair of them to do so. Albeit they might well turn straight into our javelin men anyway. They're going to get absolutely murdered, I think. Indeed they are. Let's see him go down. All the javelins in the world. Yes, he seems to be able to last long enough here, but maybe not long enough. Lots of javelins in the back for our bodyguard. No, this guy is actually unkillable, isn't he? There we are, he's still there. Look at him survive all of those javelins. Look at him. They're actually unkillable. This is like that bloke in, was it in Sicily on the old Rebel campaign? Yeah, he just wouldn't die under any circumstance. I think he's in the end card. He got a song, he was that good. Sir Steve, Sir Steve. That's the one. He stands in the plaza. He would never die. Oh, that's Sir Steve. Well, I do give this man some kudos. He is at least a tough warrior, even if he is, well, a treacherous so-and-so. He's doing a good job against us as well. Just remember that you're a pagan. Should we go see the pagan temple? Where's our pagan temple? Let's have a little look-see. Did we not build the second level of it? Ah, here we are. A little temple of Sol Invictus. The best place in the whole city. But I better go back to watch his death now. No, 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 no. No one surrenders. You only die.
Only frightened rabbits running
Frightened
from our men.
rabbits, indeed. A few javelins going to be in the back here, and I think that might be the one that gets him. No. No, it's not. He fights on. Come on, Steve, you've got it. Believe in... Alright, he's Limitane. I don't believe in him at all. Steve didn't do it. Steve didn't do it. Next, lads. Come on. One of you has to be able to kill him. We're causing so much damage to ourselves. I actually need this army to go and take out the Sassanids. Still him here. He's still fighting. How is he still alive? There we go. Is it heroic? It was pretty horrendous, all things considered. We lost 9% technically, but yeah, we lost a lot of good men this day. A lot of good men. Well, there we go. 2 less pagans to convert the area, which is a bit irritating. Let's exterminate more of them. Burn them to the ground. But on the plus side, at least there's less people to revolt now. That's good, right? It's perfectly fine. We've lost our entire army here. This is ridiculous. What is this again? A Christian? No. No, no, no. We do have a bit of civil disorder going round, but no revolts this time. Ah ha ha ha! Mr. Fon has become ours once more. I thought that might happen. And this has a Christian. Thought he might be. Thought he might be. Lovely. He's ran straight into the Sassanid factionaire. Oh, that's convenient, isn't it? That is very convenient. He can go and get himself killed momentarily. We'll have a go at that. Clear off one more of those lads. Right, so we gained some camels. That's kind of fun, I suppose. You, sir, head into the city. And yeah, you can probably take most of your lads with you at this point. Perfect. You, sir, head into this position. Now, how are we doing, Sasfom? We never finished building that, which is a bit irritating. We might as well rebuild a couple of these things that are for public order. Let's just rebuild a load of it. That'd be absolutely fine. Now, some hippos would be grand. Sasfon is at least under some sort of order at this point. We can march on to the Sassanids properly. These are just wandering the desert as ever. Most advanced faction is the Western Empire. Some clever monkeys have been established in our armies. The Loyalist Revolt has, of course, taken back that. Convert to our cause. It's Glycerius Frontius. Yes, but of course he's a Christian, so he doesn't understand what the cause is. He's a fool. He just said, yes, 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 I'll convert to you. Yes, I'll join your side. No, that's not how it works. It's not how it works indeed. So we need to take out this lad, but we first need to march into Sirmium, don't we? So I think if we end today, we will end today by taking out this Christian chap. It's been a bit of a strange one, really. I was expecting to have a bit more of a final end to one or two of these campaigns, at least one of them, but as it turns out, a little bit stalled as we try and manage a little bit of the problems, particularly with religion. Yeah, trying to storm through Sassanid land is not an easy one to do, as it turns out. No, causes quite a few problems with public order. So before we leave, we will send this guy off to his death. Right, I have brought some camels along just to make sure that the moment I rout, I won't actually have the battle end. So we're going to charge in. Actually, their general is exposed, so we might get a lucky smash into him. Indeed, we have him surrounded, but we probably won't be able to do an awful lot. Our generals are far inferior to theirs, which is a very unusual feeling to have. It's unusual and terrible to have such an extremely strong general unit compared to other factions. Like, all of them have obviously good advantages over others, but wow, these are immensely strong. Now, obviously, our camels need to stay as far out of the way of this battle as possible, and that just means that whenever we run away, we can hopefully get caught. The only problem is, actually, I probably should send them into these guys. That might have a little bit of a better chance, actually, because if he runs away and keeps on running, we've got a bit of a problem. Oh, he's dead! He's gone. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Fine, camels. Just withdraw. You don't need to get yourselves killed too. Take yourselves back home, lads. That is ideal. That's just what we're looking for. This time he just died. This time he just died, because we had that before, haven't we, where we've sent them in and they've just immediately fled. And that was obviously annoying. But yeah, by having that second unit of camels there, we can ensure that the Christian has passed away. Well, that's a good thing. I've got a lot better at getting rid of those chaps, haven't I? There we are. Our camels can flee back to the city unharmed. No, we won't remember your death in the annals, sir. We won't remember it at all. Alright, well, I think then we are just about ready to end it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to put a watchtower down over here, because I like to have watchtowers all over the place. But in general, we are now ready to leave it. Next time, we will be able to smash our Sakia and finish this off. There is obviously that general around there. We need to kill him too. We have to send our force up to take him out properly. In the meantime, we just need to settle things down. Hatra is not actually bad at this point. That should be fine from here on in. Frostbar's a little bit concerning. I do have some more infantry coming in. I do have a line of peasants trying to make everyone happier, but frankly it's just down to the conversion at this point, which needs to happen just a little bit quicker. Our taxes seems to have settled down, which is ideal. We can start to send these guys further on as well. Honestly, that shouldn't be an issue. I will send these cav into Frostbar. We've at least got lots of troops. whereby we can deal with our Sakia should we need to. But obviously next time we are now in a position to finish off Sirmium. Don't know what the Western Romans are doing around here, but we have the faction leader just hanging out there. We have Sirmium under siege, and that should be it. That should be the only 2 generals. None has appeared here, and we've dealt with the rebellion in that part of the world and killed off that family member. So we're pretty much ready to go now. Let's have one go with the assassin, just in case. No, shame. But we'll be able to head in and finish them off next time. Until then, though, I'm Thomas, this is Deno's Human, and this has been the Eastern Empire Rebels campaign. He just coughed, didn't he? That was strange. Thank you, and bye-bye. By Jove, it is a marvellous, marvellous day. Spiffing, one would say. Anyone for pims. He has seen the light. He's joined the anarchy. He is cruel and cunning. And you know what? He likes a little drink, and I think that's marvellous. La 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 la, chop your way through the peasants. One shot! No!